Hello, my little munchkins, crones, and sunflowers. How are you on this fine Saturday evening? Friday. I have been messed up all day. I missed my allergy appointment. Why? Because I thought the day was Saturday. By baby Crone being off from college, it has thrown me off the whole week. So, Nevertheless, I hope everything with you is copacetic. Welcome to our live. Well, I hope you turn in. We've been thinking about what we're going to talk about. Well, there's been a lot of things going on. The president, not the president, the ex-president, or what do you call him, a former president?
Yeah.
What's his name?
Donald Trump.
Donald Trump. Go ahead, baby Crone. I can't think of the word I want to say.
He was guilty on all charges.
On all counts. And he can still run for president, but he cannot vote. And, there's a lot of people up in arms about that. So please tell us what you think about that.
Yes.
Timer. Tell us what you think about that. What else? What else is going on? Oh, yes. Kris Kardashian. We're just going to run across a few things we're going to talk about. Kris Kardashian, Kris Jenner. Kris Jenner. That's her name? Kris Jenner. She is doing a documentary coming on tomorrow.
Yes, tomorrow.
And she's going to be talking about
the ending of Nicole Simpson.
And let me say this before we get into it. I don't want to hear anything what this woman have to say. Mm-hmm. You can't tell me nothing after you done slept with that woman's husband.
Exactly.
And no one, and if you were so close, why didn't you get her from that situation? That's just some BS, Also with Kim and the daughter of nepotism, not just with Kimberly, but with Beyonce and any other kids.
Yes.
What else, baby Crone?
What else is going on in the news is the fact that, okay, well, one thing that
is there a food shortage?
Yes,
that's another thing that we wanted to hit on. So we're just going to hit on a lot of things. And maybe if we can or if we can't, we don't know, we'll do a reading. But if anybody out there want a quick reading, please give us a call.
Yes. I would just like to quickly mention, because Baby Crone just has to get the science part out there, that there might be a potential 9th planet out there. And no, not Pluto. Pluto has been declassified as a planet. But there is some...
It's declassified.
Yeah, they now call it a dwarf planet.
But it's still a planet. A dwarf just means small. From appearances.
Yeah.
Because no planet is small.
That is true.
Star.
But no, technically the solar system ends with Neptune.
They, all my life, they always go back and forth with this. Pluto. Every so many years, like every 10, 15, 20 years, they go with it isn't. Pluto is a planet. Pluto is. We're going to get rid of Pluto. They do it all the time. So this is not.
Yeah, but this new planet that's apparently out there called Planet 9 is supposed to be 10 times larger than Earth. So that is definitely going to be classified as a planet. However, there is some evidence out there that there may be that planet out there. However, scientists still have yet to actually find this planet.
Speaking about planets, Howard, what's his name? The actor, Howard. Terrence Howard. He's up there saying that some kind of something's going to happen where we probably won't escape from it, like some meteor or some kind of It's not a meteor.
It's like explosion.
If it, a meteor or some kind of thing that falls from the sky, something is supposed to explode, and he's saying that we won't escape from it. Oh, it's so much. As far as going to the markets, go ahead.
There was a UFO sighting, allegedly.
There was a UFO sighting. We're going to get to that. So, what was I saying?
Talking about the food shortage.
Yeah, they're saying that they said that it isn't a food shortage, but you should have enough food in your house and water to last for 3 days. They're not saying it's a food shortage, but they are saying because of climate, weather, and all that, things are not getting to the grocery stores, and that's why, the shelves are kind of empty. You want to add something to it?
Yes, global warming is definitely one contributing factor because if we are in warmer climates, then therefore, not only weather change, there's also like droughts, hurricanes,
That's
floods.
all a part of
Right.
Yeah, that's all.
And that affects these tropical places, or maybe not so tropical places where.
But
we
it
get
doesn't
food
just
from.
affect the United States.
No.
It affects the world, especially where we get our food and
like
produce and meats and all that from. It comes from all over. And so with these storms and all of that, geostorms and what they say generated, that's what I call it, generated storms.
It feels like it.
And all of this. As far as the president, if you want to step in and make a statement on anything, by all means, step in. We're just going to be running through stuff. So, baby, what do you want to say about the president? Because people are very upset about this. I don't know why, but go ahead.
Yes, one person did say that we both look ravishing.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yes,
thank you so much.
Mm-hmm. What I have to say about the president is actually, it's kind of interesting that somebody who is running for president has now been found guilty and probably might have to serve time. How is he still going to run? How is he, if he wins the election, how is he going to win the election?
He is not going to jail. I mean, these are my opinion. Look, I'm telling you, I've been on this earth for a minute, and 5 minutes. Over 5 minutes I've been on this earth, and I can assure you that people with money get away with a lot of things.
That's
okay? True. Speaking of people getting away with a lot of things, I was looking at this blogger, and she was saying how Nevada was haunted. I used to live in Nevada. And years ago, I lived there as a woman, a young woman, but I lived in Nevada. And two of my coworkers were killed on a motorcycle. And so when they got killed, they lost their their wallets.
Okay.
And so they couldn't contact. They found Jeff's wallet, but they couldn't find the other Richards. They couldn't find them. So they put them in the morgue. They took, because they worked on them. And Jeff died immediately, and Richard didn't. So the only thing they knew that they were coming from work. They knew that because of a pay stub or something. I don't know. But anyway, when the police came to the job and let the manager know to try to get in contact with the family, it was no way. Nobody knew where they knew where Jeff lived, so they could get to Jeff, but they couldn't get to Richard. So the body was staying in the morgue. It had been in the morgue, and both body was in the morgue, but Richard's body was in the morgue long. It was like about 10 o'clock at night. This happened during the middle of the day. I don't remember the time. I'm gonna say between 12 and 3.
Okay.
Coming from work, and so when it was late at night, we, about 10 o'clock, 11, and the guy who I was dating at the time, we went to the morgue because they just needed somebody to go and identify. Mm-hmm. So I've never done anything like this before, so I thought it was fascinating.
Okay? I understand.
So we go to the morgue, and in Las Vegas, we go to, of course, it wasn't built up like it. I mean, Las Vegas has always been built up, but it's not like it is now. So anyway, we go to the morgue and we identify the body. But what I didn't know is that when the hospital send the body, they send it with the tubes that all detached. I didn't know that. So I'm like, the morgue was saying, we got to get this body out of the morgue. And I'm like, you got to get the body out of the morgue. I mean, until he says, look, if somebody don't claim this body within, I think it was either 42 hours, I think it was 42. I don't even think it was 72 hours. I think it was 42 hours, 48 hours. He said, if they don't claim, we just go head on and take them to Pottersfield. And I was like, what's a Pottersfield? Where we just take all the bodies that died. This is when this woman was saying that. So this is what shivered my soul. When you die, and there's so many deaths.
Yikes.
They don't advertise it. Just like if it was the sun was beaming, at least when I was in Vegas, nobody's going to say, stay in the house. You know, it's strokes. You just automatically know you're in the desert. Take care of yourself. But people drop dead. People are emmed all the time. People are always losing their lives, even deleting their lives. And so the morgue said, because we have such a high overflow of people coming in, we can't hold on to people. We have to get rid of the bodies. When I heard that, that scared me to my core. So I said, well, he said, do you know how many people come to Vegas, live, they delete themselves, it's a mob town, and he began to explain that we can't hold on to bodies. We don't. And they're so quiet. You'll never see any deaths and they will clean it up. They don't even tell you on the news. They won't even, when I was there, they wouldn't even tell you if somebody was missing. They don't want you to know. All they want you to do is have fun. They are not going to, if you have an accident in the street, of course, but if you're in a hotel, they got places to take it out. And that's what he said. They don't want the people to know. They just want you to have a good time. They want you to forget all about your problems. So remember, this is Sin City. When I was there, they used to say, don't you know you in the jaws of Satan? And it's really true. So when this woman was saying that this is one of the most haunted places in the United States, I knew she was telling the truth. I knew she was telling the truth. And I'm not saying that to scare anybody from going to Vegas, but I am saying you just have to look at the undercurrent and the environment that you in. It's about fun until your daddy takes your T-bird away.
Okay.
And when, I don't know what the name of this blogger, but she was saying that, and it really hit home with me. I figured I didn't have anything much to talk about, so I'll hit on that and say, that was interesting. What did you think about that, Lady Crone?
I do find that interesting. Okay. Yeah, I do find that honestly interesting because for the fact that it's not something people talk about is kind of alarming.
No, they won't even advertise it on the news. No.
Yeah, the fact that they're just like, just spend your money. Don't worry that people are literally dying around you.
All the time. Prostitutes, people don't have ID. People get robbed, mugged, all the time. But the way it is so beautiful and the way Vegas is, you don't even think anything like that is going on.
It's a good representation of America.
And everything that you want is there. Everything you want for one thing. And that is, they have no beaches, but they do have a Lake Mead that you can go to. I just wanted to share that story because when that happened, I said, so if I died and I had no ID on me, I said, what would become of me? They said, if nobody would find you, sometimes in 24 hours. It depends on how big I don't know how it is now, but that's how it was then. And he said, you would just go. And I said, and nobody would know where I am? No.
Yeah, honestly.
We have no information on you. You become a Doe. You become a Jane Doe. You have nothing. They tagged his foot. They had tagged his foot, put John Doe, and when we got there, it was late at night. Nobody had wait all those hours. They was just going to ship him out the next day. Isn't that chilling?
It is, because that means that there's that many people dying
all the time.
They don't have the time or resources or even care.
It's not that they it's not that they don't have the resources or the time.
No, I was going to say to draw blood, to sample and
they don't
ID these people.
I don't think you understand.
Yeah, they know.
It's so much of it
exactly.
going on.
They don't have the time and resources.
They don't want it. That's what scared me. They don't want it. They don't want it on the news. They don't want you. You are coming from all over the world to have a good time. They shelter that stuff. You get caught up in the glams, the glitz. You don't think that these hotels could be haunted. You don't think anything like that. You're just there in awe of how magnificent it is. It has everything you could possibly want. You understand? Yeah. So it's like you're in Sin City. You're in the temptation of hell. And this is the way we used to, when I was there, when I lived there, we used to call it they called it the jaws of Satan.
I could believe it, because it sounds like if you walk in there and you die, you are out of luck.
If you don't have no ID. Nobody's going to go knocking on doors. In fact, they said, do you know how it's so transit? It's so transit. They're not going to waste their time on you. When I heard that, I laughed, because I knew that scared me. Yeah. And I was far away from home. I live in Maryland, and here I am living in Vegas, and I was having a nice time. But when I was there, I was there with my mate. We broke up, so I was left alone. But I was surviving, having fun. But when that happened, it shook me to my core, and I came home.
I understand.
Because I knew that if anything happened, and I didn't have my ID or like theirs got knocked off somewhere.
Exactly. That's why it just sounds like you take your own risk going into Las Vegas.
You take your risk.
But I don't think I'll be stepping off.
Don't be a scaredy cat.
Listen, I want to be
afraid of life. You just make sure you have your ID.
Okay, just glue it on me.
Glue it on you. Stay away from dangerous places. But the way Vegas is, even there at the time when I was there, even their ghettos didn't look like ghettos. Their ghettos looked like nice people could live in there. It was crazy. It was wild. I didn't even know. Like, you could be in a bad area, but because it looks so nice, you don't even think it is. Yeah. So I don't know what Vegas is, but I had a friend of mine who told me, you should come back to Vegas because they have built it up. I haven't been back when I left because I got so frightened that could happen. That could happen to anyone. And that's what the guy the mortuary, whoever worked in the morgue, he said it could happen to anyone. Accidents happen all the time. People drive drinking. People delete themselves. People go there to delete themselves. People go broke, lose everything, breakups. It just was crazy when he was explaining, because I was so upset that what if we can't find Richard's parents? Mm-hmm. And I was so upset. I was crying. They said he goes out tomorrow. I'm like, this was like 48 hours. He's out of here. So when we went to find his mother, we finally found someone who knew, had kind of had a moment of clarity. Oh, this is where we went to house to just figure it out, and we found her, and we broke the news to this older woman.
Was she able to get her son back? Did it take you guys 2 days?
Well, actually, we took her to the place, and we left her there because she was, I guess she had to do. I didn't want to stay there. I was traumatized.
I understand.
I'm not traumatized. This is many years ago, but I was traumatized. I was scared. I never known anything like that. I figured if you find a body, they're gonna come on the news and warn. And I used to always say, why don't they say it's going to be 110 degrees or 100? They didn't when I was there. They don't want to scare you. People already know it was so hot that if I left my Walkman at the time, I had a Walkman, a really nice Walkman. I left it in the car and it melted on my seat. So it's no joke. It is. You can crack an egg and literally see it fry on the ground. That's how hot it was.
I'm amazed humans have managed to live in an uninhabitable place.
It's habitable because they have air conditioners and all of that. I know
if your
what
air
you're saying.
conditioners go out.
You
That
just
heat.
done got a bad attitude about and
Yes,
maybe
you
that's why they don't want people to know.
Exactly.
Okay,
Sugarcoat.
sorry. Sorry. This woman was saying how haunted it was.
I mean, these are things that we should know because, like you said, energies. And I'm sitting here, I'm like, what kind of energy field is Vegas on for this just to be okay or like natural or just
it's
an
not.
occurrence?
I don't know how to make you understand because you have a small mind. You said, oh, really? In other words, you're thinking small. Think of you at a war ground.
Right.
When they at war, you can't just stop and they have to have their dog tags.
Right.
If their dog tags are missing and they got,
right,
that's what it's like. It's that much. And this is what the woman was saying. It's that much. You can keep up with it, but it's not meant for that. It's meant for you to go and have the time of your life. It's Sin City.
Yeah, I think my disconnect is the fact that it's so unrealistic.
How can it be unrealistic when it exists?
Because they just don't want to just talk about the negatives.
You're getting upset about this thing. Oh,
yes,
okay,
I'm very frustrated with Las Vegas. I
You've
feel like
never
this place.
been there.
I don't have to know a place just to hear the stories.
She's upset about this. Okay, shut up. Okay, go ahead. Vent, baby, vent.
I just feel like it is a sin before God to be having this place here in America. I mean, America's already BS, but
don't talk about America's BS. Go ahead.
Okay.
You're entitled to your feelings, and
yes.
I know you don't fully mean it like that.
No, but Vegas and California.
But California is different than Vegas. I didn't say California.
No, but I'm thinking of like the incredible homeless amount of people in California.
Okay.
So I'm just thinking about how close they are to each other.
They like cousins.
Yeah, they're like cousins. The terrible cousins. You got the homeless, and then you just got not acknowledging death. I just feel like something should be acknowledged.
Well, I don't know what goes on. I don't know what goes on in California, LA with their population of homeless, or Seattle, Washington, and any of these places over there. Yeah. I don't know about that. All I know was Vegas. Even though I stayed in California, I lived there, but I lived the bulk of my time. So California and Vegas are like cousins, like Maryland and DC and Virginia. It's like that. So it's like people go there for the weekend. It's nothing to get in your car, hop, go, and have a great time and come back. But you don't look at the undercurrent.
No.
It is there. It is so strong. And it's so many people. So many people. And so many things have been built on ritual sites. Indian territory. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot, I know. But I just was triggered when this woman, you seen that, if you out there know it, she talks about the hauntings, and she was talking about this time about the hauntings in Las Vegas and how haunted it is. And when she said it, I turned it off because I looked at about good 20 minutes. I said my mind is not in a state to look at this because it brought back Jeff and Richard, and I know she was real. And she was saying, if you are a spiritualist, which I am, you can feel the energy. When she said it, I felt when the more what the person that do the bodies. When he began to explain to me, I caught such a shiver in my soul that I knew that I could be in danger. You're in a dangerous place. That's why you go safe. You know how it is. So it's just like going to another country, you know. So when the person said that, it shivered me. So I knew I don't want to be here. I was, because I knew if something happened to me and my license got lost or whatever, I'm from another state, Maryland. And at the
Cross
time,
country, basically.
and at the time, if I said Baltimore, they was like, "What's Baltimore?" So you know what I mean? So I knew that I was so far. That's when I knew I was so far away from home and I had no one. But I did have this Indian friend of mine. Her name was Anita. And she really, really helped me. But I just abruptly left because I paid the rent and I told the lady, look, here, I gave her the cash. I said, here, I'm out. Because they're so used to it. I'm here, I'm out, I can't stay. I'm scared. She understood. And I left. I was scared. I took my car. The friend that I was with drove me home 5 days. I was that frightened.
My.
What?
5 days is a long trip.
It's a long way. It's a long drive. But it was beautiful because you get to drive up through the mountains and it's a beautiful scenery. I would do the drive again, but I would want to be in an RV.
Okay. Fair.
You know, that sounds good. Yeah.
It does sound good.
But then you have to be careful to where you sleep, and it was hell. But nevertheless, I just wanted to share that story because I was thinking about what this woman said to me, and I figured it was a good story to share to take time. Is anybody saying anything, baby Crone?
Yes, one person had said hello.
Hello.
We have another person who said, "Hey, ladies, love the green."
Thank
Ooh,
you.
the heart chakra. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, that is so fitting. No wonder I am emotionally attached today in my heart by hearing that story.
I could tell it was very triggering.
I was ready to cry just thinking about it. I was just like, if only we could like help it, save the energy, do something to save these people's lives.
I'm crying. You're gonna make me cry.
Thank you for telling that story.
I'm sorry. I mean, because you're not usually triggered. Now you're making me, because that's what made me leave. Mm-hmm. I left the next day. I left a lot of my stuff. I told the lady, she said, since you paid your rent, because I had paid it in a check. That was back in those days. So I had paid it in a check. And I went because it hadn't cleared. So I gave her the money. I said, I can't take none of this with me. I told her the situation and she said, I understand. Oh, baby, come on.
I'm trying to be Candace Owens and doing my little triangle.
No, you ain't do it, but let me help you. So how you feel? That made you feel sad?
Yes, it did.
I could tell it was triggering. I didn't mean to trigger you.
And I don't, thank you. I got my little triangle.
I'm sorry, baby Crone. I didn't mean to trigger you. I was just, that lady triggered me.
I just saw like the reality of Las Vegas, and I'm just like, nobody wants to acknowledge this.
You
like,
can't.
You want to live in delusion land?
What? You can't. You can't. You understand? People paying big money. Do you know they bring in billions? They don't. Are you kidding me? It's not meant for that. You understand? They got everything, shows, you name it. You know, people do everything, movies. It's open, literally. I lived in New York. As you see, I moved around a lot. They said New York is a city that never sleeps. That's not true.
Somebody said we're gonna make them cry.
I am so sorry. I'm so sorry, baby.
She started it.
No, I saw this woman on TV. I wish I got her name. She triggered that in me. Mm-hmm. And when we came to the table, we try not to really plan what we're going to talk about because it's live. And so that lady was still on my mind. I turned her off and said, she's telling the truth. I didn't think I was going to talk about it, but I figured, why not? If I made anyone sad, I'm sorry. Baby Crone almost made me cry. You okay?
Yes, I'm laughing at this one person's comment. They're saying, I know I'm wearing green too, and I'm sad because this man wants to call me. Yes, I'm one of those women that wait for a call. LOL. Hey, listen, I understand.
So what, does she want to go out on a date? Is it a date or somebody you like?
That is a good question. Were you guys supposed to be going on a date?
On a date or just somebody who you met? Tell me about it.
Yes.
What she said.
Let's get the girly details.
Want me to do a reading on it?
Oh my God, yes.
Tell me what you want. Come on, we need your help here. I'll tell another horror story, okay? I don't know if baby can take anymore. I don't want to make baby cry.
Baby can take it.
Maybe it's the green.
I think it is the green, the heart chakra.
Maybe, yeah, that's probably why, because I had no intention, because I was so triggered by this.
Mhm.
Tell the truth.
Yes, you were.
And I said, turn it off. I don't want to be in that kind of a mood. So turn it off. I said, I'll look at it at another time, but I don't want to look at it now. And guess what? I get on the air and I'm like, okay, we got to burn up an hour. Let me tell a story.
All right.
I'm a good storyteller. What
Yes.
she said?
She says, I like him and we were supposed to meet, LOL. Yes, please. Saying yes, please to a tarot reading.
So
he stopped talking to me. I guess they stopped talking for a while and he's calling her back or want her to call him. She's like, I'm waiting for him to call me.
okay, why won't you just call him and get it over with? I'm just asking.
I mean,
Because I'm at a point in my life where,
well, wouldn't that be like chasing after him?
does it matter? Because at least I get to the bottom line.
Okay.
At least I'm a read, but at least for me, I will make the call if it's bothersome to me like that. But what I'm not going to do anymore is sit down and waste my life on some man that is not there. Those are the signs. Those are the signs that it's not for you. No matter how good it is, it's making you sad. That you got to be able to read the signs. You got to be able to know when to hold up.
Yes.
Know when to fold up.
Yes.
Know when to walk away and know when to run. You got to know. And this is one of them times you got to walk away. You got to walk away. Let's see what the cards are going to say, baby. What the cards are going to say. Here we go. So this man, is he a good man? Is he a good man? Oh, we see her. She's really sorrowful. She's in water. She feels dark. She's in a dark place. How long did you date this guy?
Yes. Could we get some details?
Give us some details so we can give you a good reading.
Somebody else said, love y'all. Just wanted to stop in and say I enjoyed readings.
You can get one.
Yes, we gotta support us small channels. I'm a reader too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a reader too. This energy I love.
Thank you.
And then
support us. We really need it. You know, we've been on the air for a tiny bit over 2 years, and we can't even get 2,000. And we do a lot of readings, a lot of work, a lot of. Hell, it's hard. It's hard out here for a pimpus. For the pimpers. So anyway, so I see here, I do see a page, and I do see that you are drowned, and I do see that you are saddened by this relationship. Also, I also see here, baby Crone, you can help read too. Okay. I also see here that you know that this ain't right. You see that pentacle? Mm-hmm. You see that it's not right. You know it don't feel right for you. This is why your insides, you're feeling a way on the inside. You're hoping against hope that he'll call, and maybe he will. But why would you want to be with someone that you make you feel that way?
Mm-hmm. Here's the backstory.
Okay.
She said
I could do good if I could just have a little bit more information.
I just met him, I think, a week ago.
Ah.
He is a supporter of my business.
I already did see the pentacles of money. So I did see that. So I just want you to know, but I didn't have enough information.
He reached out to me and showed interest. Mm-hmm. We exchanged numbers, we talked, and we were supposed to meet this week, but we didn't.
What I see in this here, when I look at it, I definitely see that it is a money deal, that y'all do have some business. However, I do see that, it's not really good to make business and pleasure. But nevertheless, I do see that this is maybe he could be on my heart side. This is somebody who could be, what is the word? Drift off or help me.
Maybe not like fully invested, like
not fully. This is somebody who could show up, just not consistent.
Okay, I like that.
Not consistent. It's not personal. It's not that the person don't want you. It's just that's just the way that person is. You know how some people they come off strong and then they just disappear.
Yep.
They reappear, disappear. That's just some people. But on top, I see a Hierophant. So I think that maybe this person is going through some things, something personal. And I think that you are all blossom and open and ready to love and ready to give. But I don't think this person is ready for a full commitment. Why? Because I see the Hermit, and above I see the Hierophant. So I don't think this person is really ready to give of himself like that. And on the base of it, it's like I think he wants to be in a working
Partnership.
But I don't know if I would want to. I don't know how it all went down, but I don't know if I would want to have a business with somebody who makes me feel bad.
Yeah, fair enough.
So you met him not long ago, and you say that you done caught feelings. Okay, let me just go for it. Okay, she caught feelings. Is this guy the right guy for her? I don't think he's a bad guy at all. The card doesn't say he's a bad guy, just not consistent. He's a type of person that may be in your life and leave. So with that, it's like I see the Page of Pentacles. And when I think of the Page of Pentacles, I think of somebody that this is an entrepreneurship. This is something you're new at, something you're growing at. This is what I see. I see that you're new. It's an entrepreneur. You're growing. You're trying to get this business going. Is he the one? I don't know, because I already see a conflict of interest with the swords. He already made you feel bad. I don't see it. And now you left with a whole lot of emotions. I think you moved too fast for putting your feelings out there. I don't think that this guy is stable and ready for a relationship. More even a business. Because if you can't even call me, how can I trust you with anything else? If I can't trust you with my heart, I'm certainly not going to trust you with my funds.
Fair enough.
Did that help?
Yes, that did.
Ask her, is she okay with that?
Okay.
If she want to know something, she can ask me a question, and I can really give it to her.
Okay.
But this is just off the cuff without knowing. But if she have another question.
She wants to know, could it work? I want consistency. I can't do another inconsistent guy. And he reached out to me. LOL. I think it's kind of unfair to not contact me.
Absolutely. But doesn't she have this? Do you have business with this guy?
Does he even find me attractive?
Are you attractive?
That's a fair point. Don't let these guys make you feel like you're unattractive and unworthy to be in a relationship.
Because he would have never spoke to you. That's what I'm saying. He's not a bad guy. He's just not, he go walkabout. He's just not consistent. And I see here a swords. What do you see?
Yep,
swords. You feeling some kind of way. And you don't like what he's giving. But I have to be honest. I think that if anything, I think that this was just a moment.
Okay.
Like a moment, like, it was a moment then and there. I don't know if any saliva or anything like that exchanged, but I know it left you bound. It left you feeling a way. I just feel as though, my honest opinion, I truly think you should slow down. I really do. I think this guy is a robber. You understand? Mm-hmm. It's like a thief of hearts. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what I think. I think a thief of hearts. And I just don't, you want to know, it's not you. You can't blame yourself for what other people do. The only thing you can do is protect yourself and don't give yourself too fast. Don't give your love. Treasure that. Make them work for it. What do you mean? Go out with them. Make them.
It would be a little bit helpful if you could call in. The link is right here running across the bottom of the screen, as well as hopefully it made its way into the description of this video. You can call in by calling the Discord.
But I can say this, you will be over this. This is not a long-term thing. You're going to get yourself together. You don't need the drama. So I think that in the end, this is just a short-term thing you're going through. You haven't been with him long enough to really, really be that invested. You're just going through, what is that drug? Dopamine. That's all this is. This is all dopamine. You just want to be loved. You want to be loved. We all want to be loved. But you know what? It'll happen. We're living in some crazy times.
We are.
And men are not the way they used to be anymore. So you just got to rise up to the occasion, have value in yourself, and know that this is just not the one. This is not the man. I don't want a man to make me feel bad about myself.
Yeah.
Oh, can I reach or can I reach?
Yeah.
You don't want this. I don't see. Do you see he's a bad guy? But I do see he a thief of hearts.
What I do see as like an overall energy, because I just
yes.
three cards
You go ahead
as an overall.
Yes.
As much as baby Crone can.
And maybe if you talk to your friends, they probably telling you to let him go, don't invest in him, don't. He already proved who he is to you. You just gotta want to see it. Go ahead, baby Crone.
Yes.
See here, you don't want to see. You don't want to see. You know he's not it. You know it in your heart. The cards are saying you know, but you don't want to see it because you got a lot of love in you.
Okay.
And you.
1 second. I believe she has joined the Discord.
Oh my goodness, that's wonderful.
Hello?
Hello?
Are they muted? Can I unmute you? We can't hear you. Hello?
Speak up.
Yeah, hold up. Okay, now the volume is up.
Okay. Hello?
Hello?
Is it us?
No, our volume is working.
So let me just keep talking as you can figure this out. But yes. I do see a silver lining. Don't give up. You know, you got to understand sometimes you got to go through 100 frogs before you meet Mr. Prince. Sometimes that is just the way it is. Don't sell out. Don't sell your soul for less. You already know that this is it. You already know. You feel his thing. Why put any more investment in this when this is happening to you at the beginning? If it looked like a snake, it walks like a snake, it acts like a snake, then maybe it's a snake. And sheep clothing. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, I do.
Because I definitely see that this person is there for, well, maybe he just wanted SEX.
Yeah, that could
maybe that's all he wanted. Or I'm not saying that's what happened. And maybe he didn't want to be committed like that. Mm-hmm. Who can know the minds of people? But we're just living in this world and it's just the way it is. You get anything?
No. It's like their mic is going in and out. It's like 1 second, like it lights up and then it stops lighting up.
I don't know why we have problems with this.
No idea.
Is it any way that we could fix it, or it's not us?
I'm not sure if there's a way we can particularly fix it.
Okay. Well, we have to move on. So, if you can get her, I would be so happy. Because there's so many things that if she could ask, I could certainly answer. Mm-hmm. But right now, I just see here, I think that he's a thief of hearts. I think he just filled your head up. I think you fell for the okie doke because you're hungry. You're hungry for love. We all are hungry. We want to be loved, but you have to set a standard. And if somebody show you who they are, believe them. And this is at the beginning. She said she only met him, a week. No. And I think that this has really depressed you. And maybe this is something that you go through, or maybe you have a hard time with meeting people. I don't know what your circumstances is, but I can say don't settle. No matter what. Believe in yourself.
I like that.
Believe in yourself. I would love to be able to do more, but because of that, But as you can see, go out if I could talk to you.
Hey, listen, you know, if you ever want a personal tarot reading.
Yes, please.
Yes.
Yes.
3 to 5 cards
Don't worry about that.
Okay.
If you need a personal reading, please call,
Yes.
call anytime, make an appointment, and we can make it happen for you.
Yes.
I just want to put it in a place where I'm not on a time restraint.
Okay.
Whereby if I go on the internet, they only give you 40 minutes.
Right.
Is that person got through anything?
No, not yet.
So I wouldn't want that.
Yeah.
But what I do see in this reading, I definitely see that this is not good for you. It's caused a whole lot of emotion inside of yourself. And sometimes what looks silver and glittery, it ain't gold. And I don't think this is a bad person, but I do think this person has its own issues.
Okay.
And don't take on their issues as your own. If you have any question, can you type in or whatever? But right now, that's all we have.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey. Hello.
We had her.
You can hear me?
Now we
Yes.
Hello?
Yes. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, what would you like to know?
Okay, first I want to say thank you for giving me a reading. I really appreciate it.
You sound like a very
And I
beautiful
just want to give
person.
you context.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead, we listen.
Thanks. Okay, so we met, I said a week ago, and then he gave me feedback on my business. I have a blog.
Okay.
We talked and we engaged in intellectual conversation, and I love that in a guy. Like, he was able to
Your face is
conversation with me,
okay.
And I'm the type of person, I need to be comfortable with you first before I can, anything else go.
Go ahead.
And I said,
You're kind of
he
breaking
said,
in.
sure, but I'm breaking up.
Yeah.
You're breaking up. When you break up, we'll mention it. But go ahead. You're fine now.
Okay. And then I said, you know what, I would like to meet with you. And then he said, sure. And then this week, we were supposed to meet on Wednesday, but my week has been packed because I'm getting ready to graduate. So I totally forgot that I had something to do that day. And then communication after that has been sporadic. And so I was like getting worried because I do genuinely like him. I really do. And I guess, yeah, I kind of feel like it is a little wrong, but I feel like I feel that way about any guy I meet, because I don't know, it's just, I have been hurt before, and so I guess you could say a little pessimistic, but yeah, that's why I wanted to know, should I just forget about him? Because
Yes.
every time I have it in my mind, I'm gonna stop talking to him.
The cards had already said that.
It's like, oh my God.
I think run. If you're feeling this in a week, imagine what you'll feel in a month. If somebody show you who they are, believe them. You don't deserve this. You're feeling all these emotions for somebody you had an encounter with. It was a sweet encounter. It was destiny. It was just meant. You needed him at that time. He gave you some mental stimulation. But that's all it was. And you don't want him to come in and out of your life like that, right?
Yeah.
You don't want that. You don't want that. You gotta know to let it go. It wasn't meant to be. He's not the one. And to be with him now, you'll always wonder, will he show up? He done stained you. He done spotted you. If you play in the mines, you get spotted. So you cannot allow him to spot you. You got to let that go, because that's not the man you want to come home to. Whatever the physical, whatever it was, but spiritually, you're not connected. You don't have a soulmate. It appeared to be that way. Because the cards show that he was a type of person that he stole things, like a thief. Like he probably know how to talk to women. He probably know women. He probably a good looking man. He probably everything. And he knew, and it was a moment. You know, it's sometimes you just meet people and it's a moment. Don't beat yourself up. You're going to get over this. You just have to let it go. And if he walk back in your life, just say, no, bro. No. Mm-mm. You have to have value. If a person show you who they are, I can't stress it. Please believe them. Do you have a question you want to ask?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I heard you and all. I really do, but I should just block him, huh?
I would and run.
I should just block him.
He's like a drug. Imagine you fall in love with him, you're gonna be a junkie. You don't want that. Run. No, you already like this. Oh my God, what if he kissed you and you love it? Oh, you in real big trouble.
That's true.
Run. Take the signs. It's early. And that's not saying he's a bad person. I can't say that enough because I didn't pick up that he was a bad person. But I did pick up he's a thief of hearts. I did pick that up. So what's your question?
Is it appropriate to ask you about someone else?
No, you helping me. Yes, you know how it is. We need this. No, please. Thank you.
You're breaking out. You're breaking in and out.
Okay.
Oh, she was saying that you please ask any question you would like, even if it is about somebody else.
Even if it's about somebody else, ask whatever you like.
Okay, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. So I met another guy like a while ago, and I feel like he's the one that scarred me for life. So I want to know, like he see me in person.
Like see you in person?
What? I don't understand.
Okay, all right. I'll give you the backstory. So 4 years ago, I met a guy online, and back and forth, we have been at it for 3 years, and he's hesitant to come towards me. And I've been getting readings, and people have been saying like he's my twin flame and all that. And I've had like a really, really tough time with him during these 4 years. And people are saying, oh, he's coming back, but he hasn't been. And I just want to know, like, is it true? Like, first, like, are we even twin flames?
No.
And like, when is he?
No.
No.
I'm feeling it so strongly right now. So here I go. You are your own problem. I'm gonna be real with you, because you keep picking the same kind of man. Now I don't know if it's from a former life, but I don't know why it's like you sabotage your own self. It's like you go for the guys that you can't have. You have to ask yourself, why are you doing this? Never thought of it like that, huh?
I have actually just recently, when I encountered the guy I just told you about before, I was like, this is the same man.
This is you. That's the same man with a different face. Because it's what you're drawn to. Because whatever that is something broken in you. I don't want to get too personal because I don't want to be personal, but it just seemed like you're longing for something inside of yourself. And you're looking outside of yourself to fix it. What you need is not from the world. No man can give you this. You have to fix what's broken. When you go to meet a person, go whole within yourself so you can see clearly. As long as you're thirsty, you'll never see. You'll never see. You have to be strong and not thirsty for love. I hate to break it to you like that. You have to find the strength. And yes, you will find your soulmate. You'll find anything you want when you have a standard. In other words, if you meet someone and they automatically say something that's a ticky, ticky, boom, boom to you, you have to know when to walk away from it. Don't settle. Don't put no time in it. You invest your time and things in a man that is The same kind of man that abandons you, that leave you wandering. It starts off good. And I understand what you mean. What do you call those people that they get mentally turned on by the psyche? It's a name for that.
Sapiosexual.
Yes, it's a name for that.
Sexual.
Yes, I'm the same way. But for me, I'm like this. As a man, let me give you an example. I was on the phone and I was talking to someone yesterday. So, but he asked me, he said, you seem like you had a hard life. That offended me. I said, what makes you think I had a hard life? Because I'm being honest and telling you who I am and what I want and what I don't want. And so I said, what? But he wouldn't say to me, you're not going to label me. You're not going to put titles on me. You don't know me. So how are you going to tell me that I had a hard life? I had a good life. I've lived long enough to have some hard times just like you. You're going through the growing pains of life. And you'll learn. And you'll have to. Or else you'll keep getting hurt. And you don't want to turn bitter. So for me, I'm not bitter, but I'm not going to tolerate it. So even though I like this guy, he was a cut. Why? Because I already know, you already labeling me, telling me I had a heart. Like, what, you going to come and be my daddy? What, you going to be my therapist? I didn't look for that. I want a man that love me, that take care of me. Not take care of me like that, right, but love on me. Take care of me, make my life good. I can take care of myself financially. But I'm saying I want somebody that can love on me, treat me good. And that's a standard. And you're not going to label me. So I'm saying right there, start having your own, what's that word?
Boundaries?
Boundaries. Set boundaries for yourself. So when you go over them, give yourself 5 boundaries. If they say this, if they do that, if this is 5 things. And if they break either one, you know that's not the one for you. Just like that guy said to me, it seemed like I had a heart. Like, what? Because I asked him what he meant by it. He probably didn't want to hurt my feelings. I said, so what, you saying I've been beat? What? I didn't know what he meant by it. He said, yeah. But it was so wrong. See, don't let people do that to you. You can't fall in love with an illusion. You fall in love with feelings. Feelings are fleeting. You can't fall in love with feelings. They fickle. You have to trust your inner heart, your mind. Don't even trust your heart, because your heart can trick you. Your heart can make you feel all these feelings. Yeah. Trust your mind. Trust your mind. And if your mind and your heart connect, then you know. But most people like you have your heart and your mind. You saying, I know I should let them go, but your heart. You see what I'm saying? You got to get your heart to say, let that go, because it's not good for me, heart. Does that help at all?
Yes, it really does, actually.
So even the guy that you've been with for all these years, he got to go. Let me see. He seemed very fiery. I'm going to tell you what I see. I see fiery. I see sexual, because this is the King of Wands. So I see fiery. I see sexual. I see that this is a mending of a relationship. It seems like y'all break up, get back together. You talk, it's like he's in and out, because I see here a relationship with the caduceus saying that it can be healed, but it gets broke again. And then on last, it's like you're toiling at a relationship. You're working at it. You're putting too much of yourself in something that's already broken. It has the feeling that it's healed, but it isn't. You have to set boundaries. Yeah. Did that help?
It did.
Okay. You have any more questions? Now, when we get off this phone, I don't want you to go back. I want you to feel strong, and I want you to say, you know what? I'm going to love me. I'm not going to look for no man to love me. I'm going to love me, and I'm going to love me by being patient with me. I'm going to love me by not settling. If they make me feel bad, because you already know. This is the thing. You already know in your heart how you feeling. Trust that. Trust what you're feeling, and know that your mind is saying, it'll tell you, like, I know this ain't the one. But sometimes we just been lonely for so long, we just take anything. But that's a trick of the negative energy. Don't fall for that. Love on yourself. Love you. And that means don't look for a man to give you what you can't give yourself. Does that help at all?
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Oh, you a baby. Baby Crone is like, yeah, it helped her. Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to know?
Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you. I hope it helped.
Good.
Was there a question you was going to ask?
Is there anything else you want to know? I just think you're putting too much work. I think you're putting too much of your energy, your creative energy, into relationships that are very, the men that you meet are overwhelming to you. You love them because they overwhelm you. You understand? This is like a king of fire. And a fire is consuming. It rises up, it's all consuming. But you like that. But you can't handle it. Because what is your sign? Are you a water sign?
Aries.
Oh, fire. Let's see. That fire on fire. No, you're consuming. You have to, and remember, you have to know about Aries. Aries is more about the outer appearance. They're about how the world sees them. And maybe when you're looking at a person, you're listening to their words, you're listening to their verbs, their vows, you're listening to all of that, and you get caught up in it. That's fine. But just take it slow. Just back off of that and let what you have about that person marinate. And also try testing them on certain things. Give them a little test on something. Like say something like, can you call me tomorrow about, what's a good time for you? Can you call me about 1:00? And see if they can fall through on that. Do little tests. You understand? Like that guy, I said, he said he wanted to meet me. He said, you want to go out to dinner? I said, yeah. I said, when? He said, whenever you want. So when I said, okay, what about Saturday, which is tomorrow, or Sunday? Then he says, I don't know. See, you know what I'm saying? You got to be able to, don't fall for the okie doke, because a lot of these men out there are just for the sex part of it. And I value me. So no, I ain't giving up the crap. No. So just please set your boundaries and test them with little tests. Nothing hard, and don't let them know you testing them, but give them a little test to see if they pass them. Go ahead.
Hello?
Hello.
You guys are cutting now.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Last part you said,
Well, if you look back on it, please look back on the video and you'll see your cards. Hopefully.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
More question.
Oh, please. Go
Yes,
ahead.
we love it.
Baby Crone is enjoying this.
I am.
Go ahead.
I wanted to ask, I'm torn between 3 options next to my career. Should I just do trade school and become a flight attendant? Should I just take the job that my mom is telling me to go apply for? Or should I commit to a 4-year university that I don't really want to go to?
You were kind of breaking up. The 2 things I heard was, should you go to trade school, and if you should go to a university you don't want to go to.
And should I just apply for the job my mom is telling me to apply for?
I couldn't make out, but let me ask you this.
My concern.
What is your concern?
My concern is, I honestly kind of don't want to do any of those things. I just want to make content. I want to commit to doing my blog and staying on the channel. But I have no problem with juggling between a job and that, to ensure stability, because I do want something to fall back on. But at the same time, my concerns are kind of spread in between each and every option, because just something to life. I don't know because I just
I have no idea what's up with this computer.
I don't know what it is. I'm gonna have to have it. I don't know.
That's even more breaking up.
It's even more breaking up. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
That's
Because you're breaking up. I can barely hear you. But let me tell you what I drew for you. I drew the star. I also drew the Three of Cups. And I also drew Judgment. And out of these three cards and what you're saying, it's like you twixt in between. The cards are saying, choose what makes you happy. Choose what's going to make you the most happiness. Choose between whatever is going to make you happy. Be it the job, if you know that you have to work and need finances, then you have to choose what makes you happy. And you saying that you want something to fall back on, you will figure all of that out. But right now, choose where your happiness lies. Long as you can afford to take care of yourself, because you have to be able to take care of yourself. But choose what makes you happy. Because that's what's important over education, over anything, is to be happy and what you're doing for a living. Because you don't want to have a job. That's grudgery. You want a career. You want to have something you enjoy looking up to and going to do. And you know what I mean? In the morning or in the evening or at night. You want to have something you enjoy. And the cards are saying, pick what brings you the most joy.
okay.
Did that help at all?
Yes, it did. Thank you
Choose,
so
the
much.
card said, between your hopes and your fears. Your hopes and your fears. Choose what make you happy. And you will find peace. I hope that helped.
Thank you.
I hope that helped. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. You made
I
my
hope
day.
all goes
Thank you.
well if you're blogging as well.
Oh, most definitely. I hope so. Thank you.
you.
You just helped our blog. Thank you so much. And
Yes.
look back on the video so you can see even more or hear more of what we were talking about. I hope that it helped you, because I'm going to try to figure out what's going on with this computer. I'm going to definitely, because I don't know, we have this problem. So I'm definitely going to get it fixed, because I think that maybe some of it is dealing with us. So, but thank you. I wish you well. And remember, I'll be back on at the end of every month, the last Friday, about 7. And if you want to come and join us, you want a reading, I'm your girl. Hook a sister up.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Huh.
You
Well,
have
that
a pleasant one.
explains so much.
What happened?
I was wondering why we could be having some technical difficulties, and literally an hour ago, there was this really big solar flare that came out. And when the solar flare, it only takes like maybe at best 30 minutes for that radiation to get to Earth. And when it does, it
Messes with
ionizes.
this.
Yeah, it messes with the technology, and communication can kind of be iffy.
Okay.
Got that one on camera. Yes.
Thank you so much. Please, and you can always call me for a reading, and then that way we can get a little bit more personal and get to the nut and bolts. I didn't want to go too deep, but if you want a reading, please, just please call me and we will do it, and I will really talk to you the way that I want to. And it'll be all in love.
What's your number and how much do you charge?
I'm only right now, I'm doing a sale, like because I'm trying to build my station, so I'm really trying. So I only charge $20. That's all I'm charging right now. That's not my price, but right now I'm just like trying to get customers. You know how it is.
Okay.
Yes, and you can email us at thecronetreasurechest@gmail.com. It is also under our About page, and I think at the description of every video we post. You should be able to find that contact information.
For sure.
And I think that you will really feel something, because we could get into some deeper things, but I didn't want to do it on the air because I want to be mindful and I want to be respectful. And this thing goes all over the world, and I don't know who recognized your voice or anything like that. So I wanted to be mindful, but I appreciate you coming in, and I wanted to make the reading as easy as I could without going into the deeper things of it.
Thank you.
You are so
Thank you.
welcome, love. You have a pleasant one. And
Yes.
don't let these men get you down like that. Set a
For real.
standard. Start giving them little tiny tests and see if they fail them. Get them at the
For
door.
sure.
When you meet them, start thinking, look at myself, okay, he got that head knowledge I like. Okay, that don't work for me. So you got to start knowing who you are, knowing what you want, setting your values, setting your standards, and start testing them. Not mean tests, just little things to see if they could do. Just like that guy, he wanted to take me to dinner. I picked the place and everything, and then he said, well, I don't know. Go on, bro. I don't need you to take me to dinner. You understand? So you just have your standards. And I tell you, I don't even get past the phone because I know what I want and I know what I don't want just by a conversation. You can't get me with smooth words. I want somebody that can say, oh, okay, that's what I'm working with. Yeah. That's what I want. And you will get there. You just have to set your standards. Okay? And don't get swallowed up with the small talk. Let them prove themselves to you. At least give it 3 months to see. At least that's what Steve Harvey said. And I kind of like that, 3 months probation.
I do.
Because if you were working, you would have to give at least
That's true.
3 months or 6 months to a year probation.
Three's the magic number.
Yeah, so test them. Well, I hope I helped.
You did.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you for calling in.
Thank you for calling in. You're a lifesaver. Be blessed, my sister.
You too. Bye.
Okay, bye. Oh, that was so lovely.
Yes, that was so great.
Thank you. Oh,
Yeah.
that was so what? Anybody else want to read it? Anybody else? Now that you see what I can do.
Yes. There was another person in the comments that was hyping up your tarot readings as he was reading.
Okay.
They was just like, well, there was, because they too are also a tarot reader, and they was giving some help to our caller.
What were they saying?
Some of the things that they were saying was,
Caller, these are
Mom.
another reader. Caller, this is a reader with some information. So let's hear what they have to say for you as well. Go
yes,
ahead,
first off, they said that, that the ancestors just told her to allow those that want to be with you and not make you cry.
Absolutely.
Yes.
If you're crying now, that's a warning shot. Like,
Yes.
woo, no. That's like a bullet to the heart. No. At a week?
Yeah.
I don't want to be with a man that makes me cry. I just want a man that want to see me happy because that's how I want to see him.
Right. And then they also said, Mama Crone, tell it like it is. She does.
You know I will. You know I will. I held back because I didn't want to go too deep. I didn't want to go. That's why I said, when I said to her, I want to go because then I can go into like ancestry, like her family life. And I just saw some things there. So I see where you're coming from.
They even feel like our caller may need to do some shadow work and healing first.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But I didn't want to make it that. I just wanted to try to keep it open and kind of general without going into doing this because I want to be, if I'm going to give them work to do, I have to follow up with them. You know,
true.
for me, I make candles. So we have to do our shadow work through candle burning.
Yeah.
See, I'm really deep in this, okay? I make my candles, I ship them out, and we go through this thing together. You understand? So I definitely understand. So I'm just not a reader that's just going to read cards, but this is a reader that comes with some magic.
Yes, I like
I
that.
come with magic skills. I come with some skills, but I can't share all of that because I don't want people to be afraid of me.
Understandable.
You know, I don't want people to say, "Oh, she a witch." Well, maybe.
How you see it.
Huh?
I said it's all how you see it.
It's how you see it, and so I'm also mindful of that. But I definitely practice.
Somebody has said it was good. I'm listening while baking a cake.
Oh, wonderful!
I hope it's a delicious cake.
I do too. Call in and ask a question. please.
Yes, if anybody has any questions or like any
Come on,
reading.
we can take this time and do readings. You know I love it.
Yes,
I
we do.
love it. Please.
This is what we're here
please.
for.
This is what we for you. Once a month. Look, if I could do this every day and it was sky me high and I could just be getting views, and I would do this. But I'm trying. We trying. We show up and we show up and we show out and we do the best we can. That's what we do.
Now,
anybody else? Did she say anything?
No other comments.
Thank you for that, caller. Thank you for that. I really, really appreciate that. Anybody else saying anything?
Nope, not yet. I guess I could just quickly ask for a question.
Sure.
My question is, well,
you look so beautiful.
Oh, thank you. I guess the best question I could ask is...
Is this for yourself?
Yes, of course, it's for myself.
Okay. Baby Crone says she got a question. Go ahead, Baby Crone.
Yes. Will I be working this summer doing some form of research?
That's really bothering you, huh?
Yes, it is.
Well, Baby Crone,
because I am on time. They said in my junior year. I'm in my junior year. Why are you holding this back from me? Oh God. Oh no.
Baby Crone, what do you see?
I see a very strong authoritative figure. I see the tower moment of things coming down. And then I see the 7 of Cups delusion.
So what do you think?
It's all in my mind.
No. Do you think you're going to be working this summer? If you looked at those cards, if you saw those cards, what would you say to the person that asked that?
No.
I rest my case. Trust your instinct. No, this is a very strong person. But if you look at this strong, this is a person, this is a sword. So this is somebody that's very, very strong. But swords, they deal with the mental, but they could rush in. They could be impulsive. They could say things and not deliver. You understand? And set you up so high that it crashes down because it leaves you befuddled and bewildered, right? So it leaves you here with all these ideas up in your head because this person has opened your mind and they didn't close a portal. So you feel like you're sinking and you feel afraid. Am I right?
Yes, that is true.
Oh my God, don't cry.
I'm not.
And you feel like you're falling because it's like this is your last year coming up. And this is so crucial that this is stressing you out. Yes?
Yes.
Absolutely. Now, and like I said, there are so many things going in your head. You don't know what to do. Yes?
Yes.
So the next question, you're sitting and you're doing nothing.
That is true.
Am I right?
That is true.
Oh, okay. You're sitting, but you're thinking.
I am.
You are thinking, and there's a lot of water. It's a lot of energy behind. It's a lot of water. So there's a lot of emotions going on with this. Mm-hmm. But it's depressing you. It's weighing you down. And I'm sorry to hear that.
That's okay. I do have one option I can fall back on.
Then do it.
Then I feel like I'm going to be crawling back to my one professor with my tail between my legs.
Do it. What do you have to lose?
Yeah, you're right.
Do it. Monday, make the call. What is that?
See,
I don't know everything. See, I don't know.
My one professor had suggested working on a project of how physicists could come up with saving global warming by putting something into space. It's a project that nobody has worked on or even thought of. So
that seemed hard.
Exactly. That's why I was like, I'll go find something else and something I actually would enjoy doing. But now I feel like I think that's my best option at this point.
I would go, and this is what I would do. I would say someone offered me something that I thought that would be more me. But at this point, I just want to get out of school. And whatever it is, I don't know. But if you help me, I'll give you my best. I'm willing to do whatever. I just want to finish college. Okay. That's what I would say.
I like
what
that.
Do you think out there? Tell me. Tell Baby Crone. The cards are saying Baby Crone is she's inside. She's crumpling. I didn't know. I knew that this was a thing, but I didn't know it was bothering her to this degree. That this is something that's really bothering her because she has to do it because this is a grade. And you don't want to procrastinate because it's going to hold you back.
Yes.
So call that professor and say, look, whatever that thing was, I'll learn to love it. Just give me a chance, right?
Yeah.
Call him Monday.
Okay.
If I had known that today, but no, I wouldn't have helped you because I thought today was Saturday. So out there, my readers, what do you think to tell baby Crone?
Yeah, for real.
Is anybody saying anything?
No, but that was some good advice I needed because I was starting to feel a little bit hopeless.
Okay, baby Crone, I gotta read for me.
Okay.
Am I going to find a male friend that's going to love me right?
All right.
And be able to deal with my confidence?
Okay, I like
Because
that.
I believe in me. I remember a time where I didn't believe in me. And those were the times I would take anything. Now, I'm valuable. I am valuable and I'm not desperate and I know how to be my own best friend. I don't have a problem with being alone. And if I never meet a man, well, that'd be sad, but that ain't gonna happen. But because I don't think that way, I just know that I can have a man. I can have any man. I can have any man in my bed if that's what I want. I can have that, but I don't want that. I want a man that's going to love on me. I want a man that's going to treat me right and do right and appreciate me because I come with stuff. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
I know, what is it? I know thing. I come with substance. And I know that it may be hard for me to meet men that can match me, but I'm willing to lower that. But I would prefer to meet a multi-millionaire. I can get along better with that. That's what I want. But or somebody with a business or something like that, or somebody with the idea with blogging that can help me boost my channel. I'm looking for somebody that's going to bring something to the table. I am sick and tired of dealing with Brokeback Mountains. I want to deal with a man that has something to give, that can help. Can you build a house? Could you put me on a sunroom? I mean, I don't need any more room, but I'm just saying, could you put siding on my house? I mean, you understand what I'm saying? I mean, I want a man that comes with some skills or come with money. For me, I'm just tired of being the one that show up all together and then they get intimidated by me.
That's
tired.
Exactly what happened.
They get intimidated by me. And when you have self-worth, you can't settle.
Yeah.
There's a lot of men out there that play on women, especially when you pass 50. They think that they could use you or get over because they think you desperate. And when you in your 20s, they think they could play you too. You know, even when you're in your 30s, they just think that you're so desperate. Ladies, we cannot be desperate. No. And if you don't want to play with a real woman, go on over there on the other side. They'll take you.
Yeah, you'll find plenty of those.
You'll find plenty of it. Go on over there with the men. Go on. Because this seems like a lot of men nowadays are turning a little bit more feminine.
Yeah.
You know, they're very sensitive. You say something, hurt their feelings.
Yeah.
So you can't even be real because people are so used to being fake that when you being real, they intimidated. You like,
that is true.
they think, you know, if I ask you, okay, you putting a label on me, and I asked you about it, you feel intimidated, like I become an alpha female because I'm asking something you said about me, and I'm rejecting it. Get out of here.
Right. It's not that hard to pull the evidence to why you came to that conclusion.
It's crazy. So I'm saying it's hard for everybody out here. The only people seem like they got it easy is these males. I'm not talking about the female males. I'm talking about males. It seems like they got to pick up the litter.
They do.
Or to pick up the horses.
Okay,
The pick up the fillies. You know, because I really do put myself up on a pedestal because I feel that's where I belong. I work to be here. And if you did the work in your life, then you should feel you done did the shadow work. You did the work. You know your value. And for whatever reason, we break up in relationships, marriages break up, and you're left, and you're like, oh my God, people pass, and it just shambles your life. And once you get yourself together, you have to believe in yourself. And the one thing I've learned, I believe in me. And I know that there is somebody for me. I know that. But it's just a matter of when. And that's what Baby Crone gonna read. Baby Crone is Mr. Right coming.
All right, let's find out from Mama Crone. Well, first we have the well that runs deep.
Okay. Don't be surprised. I start reading with you.
I won't. We have the mask to represent multiple faces, probably the
Ooh.
men that you're dating.
I don't date anybody. I
No.
can't get past the phone.
That's because they got many faces. And then we have the snake.
Oh God.
So, oh God, is right.
Oh God.
Oh God, is right. So we have the well here. And the question is, are you going to find Mr. Right? Well, on the surface level, you got to go through the many faces, the many characters, the many men, basically.
I like that, baby Crone.
Thank you. And you got to maybe, like you said, go in the
Baby
mind.
Crone, could I be the snake?
Okay, you could be the snake.
In other words, could I be the snake and the one that's because of my standards? I don't think my standards are high. Respect and be able to take care of you. Because if you can't take care of you, then why are you dating me? I'm not asking you to take and come in and pay my bills because I don't want nobody to move in with me. I can't even think of that right there. I just oh, I can't think of that. Oh, or somebody saying get married. Oh, I can't think of that. I can't, because that's not what I want. I want somebody that's going to come in and love me right, and let's take it slow. We ain't got to rush. Just that's as easy breezy cover girl.
Yes.
You know, I'm not looking. No. I don't want no. You can come with children, but let your children be at least 17, 16 years old.
Fair enough.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
No, I don't want to deal with no babies. I don't want to deal with, I can't see you this weekend because I gotta watch Charlie or Susie. I want to be able to, I want him to have his own home. I want him to be self-sufficient. I would prefer, I'm telling you, I would do good with a man with a multi-millionaire. I really would do good. What do you think?
Yeah.
I would do good with that. Or somebody that had self-sufficient, or somebody that could really, that really
doesn't want you.
That don't want me for for the little bit for the appropriate stuff I have. Because I look at what I have, but who am I comparing myself with?
That is true.
So for me, and where I come from, I think I have a lot. But for somebody else, it may not be a lot. But for me, it's a lot. And I know that when men meet me, they automatically see me in real life. Oh, Lord, don't let them see where I live. Oh, God, then we got issues. Do you understand? Mm-hmm. Is that true or what?
Yeah, that is true. We did get somebody to comment. Our caller had but made a comment saying she just pulled up her chart. Yes. She is an Aries sun, a Scorpio moon, and Mars in Cancer.
Now, and let me say this. This is one of the things that I understand about astrology, because baby Crone is astrologer. We both astrologers, but she's more in it than me. Your persona. And I think one of the things that I see, but this is the person just called. Mm-hmm. We would have talked about all this if she would have called me. But what I've learned
she hadn't seen her chart.
Okay. What I've learned is this. Who your rising sign is, that's your sun sign. That is the persona of the outer part of you. But the other part of you, which is the Scorpio moon, that's the you on the inside. So there's two yous. There's one that the world sees, and that would be the Aries. Mm-hmm. You got it all together. You're fiery. You're deep. You know. But then on the inside, you got that Scorpio in you. And sexual. So you got all of that in you, mm-hmm. And you're dealing with the phases of the moon.
Yeah.
So you got all that. And this is where you're struggling. Because the moon side of you, like that deepness, that's that water, that help me, baby Crone.
That fluidity.
That fluidity. You got that. Mm-hmm. But on the outside, you're all fire. You're consuming.
Yes.
But on the inside, you're nothing like that.
You can be still.
You can be still. You're water. And you got to understand, so you're very emotional. So get to know the Scorpio side of you, because that's who you are on the inside. I hope that helped. I had just figured that out because I'm like, I'm a Sagittarius, Cancer. And boy, oh boy, I am truly true to a Cancer. Outside, look at me. Yeah, girl, I'm all like that on the outside. That's the Sagittarius side because that's what the world sees. But I'm a homebody. I love family. I'm sensitive. I'm watery. I can be moody. I got all of those things on the inside of me that I work through. And that's why I said, now that I understand the two polarities within myself, I know how to balance me better. What about you, baby?
Yes.
Are you still working? I think you got a pretty handle.
Yeah, I mean.
That's squeak.
I mean, sometimes it's really hard to move the unmovable earth, especially a Taurus.
She can be
where
stubborn.
The moon loves to be in Taurus. It's like this is my home. And I get a little too comfortable and get ruled way too much by my emotions.
Yeah, but by her being a Taurus, that's the Sagittarius. But the Taurus, it's like she got true grit. In other words, she's strong. She's strong emotionally. She can hold herself together. She can, she just strong. It's that rock, that earth. She's sturdy. You understand? But on the outside, she seems bubbly.
Yeah.
Could be a little flighty. That's youth though. Youth. You're young. Youth and experience. So all of that, but on the inside, it's about business. It's about I'm not going to be poor. I'm going to make sure I live my life. You see how she got upset over Vegas?
Yes.
That was the earth that riled up and said, how dare you?
Yes.
How dare you do this on earth? You felt really strong.
I did. I really did.
You felt strong about that, didn't you?
I did.
Your earth was crying about that thing.
It was.
I'm laughing, but it's true. But you could see that because that's why these two signs. Now remember, all the signs are you have all those 12 houses. And every house that's not what they won't be. Every house belongs to you. But look what's in every house. And even the houses that don't have anything in it still means a lot. Because those houses mean a lot.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
It does.
So I really appreciate that.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Just because baby is just fired up tonight. Somebody wanted to make a comment saying that somebody has fake hair. Well, aren't you fake? What are you doing on our page?
Baby Crone.
I'm sorry, fake hair? Do you really think that's appropriate to say? Like, come on. There's so many fake hair. That's the best you got. That's the best you can say.
I wear, this is real hair.
Exactly.
It may not be my hair, but if you know, I do wear my hair out all the time. But I'm just a hairstylist. I'm always changing.
Hey, listen, I mean, fake hair is...
That's not fake hair. It's real hair. I didn't pay for fake hair. This is not synthetic. This is real hair. But it's real on my head. But under this, I have pretty nice, decent locks. So, and if you watch my station, you would know that. And I'm always changing to try to find out who and what looks I like. So, but
I'm going to stop reading this comments because this person's having a field day.
What else they say? Go ahead.
They said you got 4 people in the world listening. Powerful.
I know. Let me have this. You know what? That's what happens when you're sad. You're miserable. But you know what? What you're saying to me, it's already been said to you. You got that on the inside of you. You're unhappy. So you think you can come and make us feel happy because you're unhappy. But you are going to be even more unhappy.
Yes.
Because you don't know who you're playing with. You don't know me, but I got you. All you have is a picture of me. I got your words written down. I know you. You only know me by camera. Yeah. So everything you've done to me and all this evilness, watch. Before the end of the week, you're going to have bad things because you shouldn't be mean to people that you don't know. But thank you. Sunflowers.
Yes. Okay, are we ending it?
Almost.
Oh,
Did
okay.
they say anything else, or did they?
Yes, they said, don't waste your time talking to me. Sorry.
Then bye. Bye. It's already done. You scared. You should be. Be scared. Be very afraid. Do you have their way they call text them?
Yes, I am definitely going
Thank
to be
you.
blocking them.
No, don't. Why?
Because we don't need that hateful energy.
It's so, baby, they're not, they unhappy.
Mm-hmm.
Why
Spreading
would
their
you come?
negativity.
Yeah, but baby, they just, that's what unhappy people do. They are unhappy, they crying out. They want to be seen.
Yeah.
They want, I'm
You're
giving
right.
them
They
that.
came to a tarot station being.
They came to a station that is trying to grow numbers. And you want to pick on the little man, but then you've already been picked on. You don't know who you're messing with. You don't. So it's okay. I'm not
Thank
mad.
you. Our caller said, don't worry about the trolls.
Yeah, you can't, right. That's okay, because whatever they done, it's already done to them already. It's already done. They don't know me. That is the funniest thing. Be careful who you play like a match with, though. Remember that. Be careful. Don't let the fake wig fool you. Okay? Just be careful with that. You never know. Somebody could go and blow something right through that camera
Exactly.
and hit you. Be careful. Be careful. All right, come on.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty much it for our reading.
Is that it? Did
Yeah.
they say anything else?
No, they did not say anything
Yeah,
else.
it's like, be careful. I would be very afraid to mess with people that I don't know, especially people that deals with the arts. I would be very afraid.
Oh, they're trying to defend themselves now. They say,
Oh, yeah.
I look like a troll, yes, but I have a good heart.
No, you don't. You mean.
The lies.
You mean.
Living in
You are mean.
delusions.
You come to a station that you know that we're struggling, and you're trying to make us feel bad. You can't make us feel bad.
Yes, and
Why?
you can't throw in compliments and sandwich it in between negativity and think we're still going to accept it.
I don't care because I've already won. It don't matter to me because I already won. I already won that. I already won that. That's why I already won that. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, I do.
I already won that. You understand what I'm saying?
I do.
I already won that with you. You mess with the wrong person because you don't know me. That's what's funny.
And somebody else said, keep doing what you're doing, people will come.
Yes, they will
Thank
in
you.
time. Maybe not my time, but in the time of the universe. They will come because we know we're giving goodness and we're giving love. And that's what the world needs. And that person that want to come over here and just pick on two women that just trying to make a name for themselves, to kick us down. What kind of person is that? Saying I got a good heart? No,
Right.
You don't. No.
If you have to say you have a good heart, you don't have a good heart.
You don't have a good heart. You're a mean person.
Mm-hmm.
You're mean. You're very mean. And I'm sorry for you because I can be very mean too. Just remember that, okay? Just remember that I can be mean too, okay?
All right, I think with that, we are going to leave.
Okay, baby
Yes.
Crone wants to leave, and so?
Yes, go chow down on dinner that I had bought right before coming on here.
You hungry?
A little bit, and just to detox myself from this toxicity.
Baby, give me your hand.
Please.
It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. I know how you feel. It's okay. It's okay.
Your makeup looks good though. I like it.
Your makeup looks
No,
good.
oh, thank you, but I like your makeup too.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh,
I see
thank
what
you.
she was doing.
Oh, yeah. I saw Barbara Streisand do that to her eyes, and I said, oh, I'm going to do that. Well, anyway, we've been on for an hour and a half. I think we can go.
Yes.
We so appreciate this. Was a very good reading.
Yes, thank you to those that
Thank
called
you
in.
for calling in. Thank you for everything. But the person that made Baby Crone said, shame on you. Shame on you 3 times. Shame on you. Shame on you. Shame on you. Even if you disconnected, I speak it in the universe. And with that being said,
Sunflowers!